What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies. Damn it, I just showed it to you. I'm just working on finishing off my reactor over in the distance there, and I think I need to get a new machine running. I think it's the reprocessor. Yeah, cyanide reprocessor. Takes a fuel rod. Really? Okay. I'm kind of low on everything that I need for everything here. I was not expecting it to take as much like resources as it did to get to the point I'm at. So you fill this thing with water, I believe. There we go. And feed in some energy. You may notice that my inventory is almost completely empty. Conduits. So yes, I've been working non-stop on getting that reactor running to the point that it's going to be so ridiculously powerful, and I think this is actually going to help. So apparently what you do with this is you stick cyanide in here and it gets washed into plutonium, I think, or yellorium. I can't actually remember what it turns into. Plutonium, yeah, plutonium. And plutonium is used in turbine controller, plutonium block. Ooh, I like the plutonium block. But I think plutonium is plutonium, according to its information. It is also plutonium, and yellorite is uranium. So it looks like they just gave them some daft, simple names so that people wouldn't feel like they were working with extremely hazardous materials. It's like, I'm not working with uranium and plutonium, I'm working with yellow. So let's see, do I have enough to finish this off? Maybe? I actually might need a little bit more. I think I might just need another 8 and that. Yeah, that's more than enough. Right, so this is the giant ass motherfucking reactor that I've been working on for a very long time now. And so yeah, MetalReactor came up with the design, the size and everything just through testing in his skyblock. And I gotta say, I'm a huge fan. This thing, if it starts putting out for me as much energy as it was for him, then sweet is about all I can say. So we have a, let me check my notes, 16 by 16 by 6 using roughly 700 casing blocks. I chose to use more glass than MetalReactor did. Sorry about that, guys. I just sort of lagged out there. Anyway, yes. Yeah, so call it roughly 750 casing blocks, glass and reactor in the actual frame. You're going to need more of it for the other stuff, like the reactor and the controller and stuff like that. There is 48 fuel rods. If you look in the center here, you'll see it's in a 4x4 with an empty center. So you've got 4 every level, 4 every level, another 4 every level, so 12. And there is, I believe, 3 or 4 levels. 4 levels, so 12 by 4, yeah. Now this is the tricky part. See, I can't exactly drop in there, and I kind of need to get in there for what I've got to do next. But I've got a fun idea, and I really, really hope this doesn't crash the server. So actually, I'm going to do a backup quickly, because it's very possible this could crash my game. So, who's ready for some fun? We're going to use the sickle to break away all the leaves that I used as a building guide. And then, got a little bit of lag, nothing much. Damn it, there's leaves left. Right, let's see if we can just break these quickly. That should be all the leaves. Most of them, at least. It looks like it. So... yeah, when, I know that when Metal Musher did this, he had, Silk Touch on his shears, so he got a lot more things than I did. And they're all just sort of randomly scattered around out here because they teleported. I gotta say, Resonant Ender is a lot of fun to play with, but god damn is it terrifying on a skyblock. You just be walking along and then you fall into it. It's like I was placing the buckets earlier and I was just like doing. Oh god! I was still floating, but it still scared the shit out of me. And in fact, I'm probably gonna get a lot of that going on during this, because I need to take my time and place these right, otherwise I'm going to end up placing more on top than I need, or I'm going to end up placing them underneath and like destroying my Resonant Ender. And if I start teleporting, that could be really bad. Right. So yeah, this thing almost done. I thought you guys might want to see the culmination of hours of work. I had to go and make like another two stacks of steel blocks to make all this stuff. Like each of those fuel rods requires oh god. And I think it's formed. Each of those fuel rods requires so much. It is form. So who's ready for a test run? Yeah? Well, I don't have much Yellorium, considering how much I could be using. So let me stick the plutonium in there, and then stick all my Yellorium just went. That's 30%. This thing holds so much fuel. Sorry, I'm lagging a bit here. I hope that doesn't come across in the video too much. Actually, here's a question. You wash the cyanite to get plutonium. I think you actually lose half of whatever you have. So let's stick that in. That's basically all the fuel we have available to us. In fact, let's just do one last check. Let me take this bucket off of here. Not bucket, drum. So yeah, I had this drum was full, and I had even more. So it should take. So let me read off the list again. So 16 by 16 by 6, 750-ish casings for the thing, a controller, access ports, 48 fuel rods, 12 control rods, power taps, and around 184 resonant buckets. But if you're a derp like me and you keep placing them in the wrong place, I had to use about 200 probably. So let's turn this thing on for a second, and let's just see how it goes, because it should be amazing. Yeah, we're already getting 8, 9k, and the fuel is getting even more irradiated than it was before. This thing is filling up too fast. It's only outputting 10k? Well, that is why I brought these. I stuck a whole bunch of power taps on there, because each power tap should be able to pull out 10,000. These are all full. It does me no good. Break. Yeah, I know a couple of you probably just screamed at me for that, but yes, I am dumping out completely full resonant energy cells. Blue is their input. Max input 10k. Max input 10k. This should put out somewhere around like more than what it was. So let's activate it. Leave it running for a second. Maybe I don't have enough fuel in there. That could very well be it. So holy crap, they fill up fast. Oh, I am so getting my lasers running now. I had to stop my lasers running because I was running out of power, and this is supposed to be a power getting device. So running out of power is not probably the best thing. So let's see, if I put the first one here, next one here, next one here, next one meow, and then put the laser down. Don't stand in its way, otherwise you'll get set on fire. So they're ready to pump some energy. Let's just see, this thing is now at 11k. I'm sure Metal Mosh has got up to somewhere around 20. Unless I'm misremembering how much energy these take to use. Let's just put it this way. I saw Metal Mosh's one kicking out 2 laser drills and enough to run his entire base. So, unless I built this wrong, which I don't think I did because I just followed his instructions. Well, kind of. Yeah, that one's putting out. That one's putting out. It doesn't look that nice for now, but it'll do. And then we just want to Sorry, I don't know what's going on with this lag. I think my computer might be overheating a little bit. Stick this back on top of there. And I'm going to need Yellorium. So straight away I'm going to get this thing working on getting more Yellorium fuel because that's what we really need. I'm just going to stuff 5 yellow focuses in there. It looks like it's working at full speed. And these are taking 10,000 each if possible. It's currently taking 11,000. Oh, I know the problem. Metal Mosher had a really nice setup up the top here, which changed how much the rods were going up to. I'm going to have to talk to him about showing me exactly how to do that. He basically had a red net set up, which said to the machine however much energy you can put out. Like if you have 4 things all connected that can take 10,000, then you're going to put out enough for them. Not 100% on how he did that though, because I don't really understand RedNet. But yeah, he used RedNet controllers for that. Let's have a look. Eject waste. No waste yet. It might just need more power because it is only 37% full. But that 37% is easily enough to run this laser to get us more Yellorium. In fact, I don't even know where all my damn tools are. I think I left some over here. Yes. Right. Sword, then pick, then bag. Let me just pick up these and see if that drastically increases how fast that one runs. And let's see, this is currently putting out 11,000 and storing nothing. So clearly there's like 5,500 running through each of these lines. These things are staying completely topped up. This thing is running fast. Hey look, yellow right, sweet. And lots of gold as well. Auto eject the waste if you have any, because I can take the waste and wash it. Oh, that was the fuel one, my bad. Eject waste, no waste, okay. Maybe I do just need more fuel in there. I'll tell you what, give me a second. I'm going to let this run so I can get some more yellorite. And then I'm going to see what happens when it's got full power in it. And see if that runs any better. Hang on a minute, you're trying to put into... there. Where the hell is your stuff going? Trying to put it in there, so... Did you finish? Clearly not. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back. Right guys, I am back. I don't really know what the problem with the lag was, but I spent a little bit of time in Opus trying to track it down, ended up removing a few things like some hoppers and stuff like that. Just stuff that I had thousands of that were really producing a lot over with a small amount each. And then I remembered that the game always runs fine when I reload. So I just quit out of the game for a second, came back in, and everything is perfectly fine. And now if we check the reactor, it's got a lot more fuel running in it, and it's putting out 26,000 RF a tick. So right now we are putting out enough to basically fill up 2 resonance and run this laser at pretty much full speed. So I am just going to do this. Basically this is going to be my backup power supply for my base, and I want them powered from the top, sending out the front. Yeah. And then these guys are going to be what actually gives power to my base. So my whole base is basically going to be powered from here, and I think 10,000 is more than enough to power the base. And I think as a decisive move, what we need to do is remove all of these. Oh, you have no idea how good that feels. These things have been running my base. They were like the first engines I built. They've been running my base since the start of this map. And I honestly wasn't sure whether or not I was going to ever be able to replace them. But this feels good. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can get moved. So that's basically the power line that powers everything. So if I bring the other power line just over here and pop it up, we will have power in our base again. See, right now everything is probably dead, like the AE system and everything, because I not only stopped the power but completely removed every aspect of my power generation. Sorry, I reckon there's helicopters and shit going around outside, so they're quite noisy. So we'll just chop these 2 out. Yeah, I want to do that, so that I have 2 on each side. So 4 energy cells. Bring these down like that. And then just run this over. Get over there. There you go. Just to here. So. And there we go. The base is now powered completely by that one reactor. And that one reactor is filling 4 power cells and running a laser at full speed. Now, according to MetalReactor, like I said, this has, once it's full of energy or full of fuel, it has enough power to run 2 lasers and his entire base. So that's kind of awesome. And what I'd like to do is set up a small ME system over here. Probably not even going to have an ME controller. I literally just want a ME chest and a 64K storage cell. Give me one of those. Oh, hell yes. So you know when I said I upgraded my thing? I upgraded my Derpadoo molecular assembly chamber. and everything I put in there was crafting upgrades. This thing crafts like the wind. Let's take a look. If we tell it to craft one of these, you can see in here it crafts so fast that it's not actually the number on the compressed cobble isn't going down. So straight away that's 9 operations every like quarter second. So it is a lot faster than I thought it was going to be when I did this. So I'm probably going to have another laser set up here. So there'll be one there, 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 and there. So I want to move my thing to be just sort of not in the way, but noticeably out in the open. So what if I just put it? What if I put it here? Stick that in it, and then just give it power through the bottom. Ha 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 ha. Make a obligatory anal joke. So yeah, I'm just going to tap into my power line there. So this thing is powered, and this is only going to be for storing the ores that I get from these. Now there's really only 2 ways to move the items, and seeing as I'm not going to do tesseracts, it's just going to have to be item things, item ducts. Item ducts. I am planning on eventually moving these power lines underground, by the way. I'm not planning on leaving them where they are, because they currently look kind of horrible. So that there. And just need to wrench the bottom of it. And then just dicks. Pull that out. Fuck's sake. And then I think it actually, if it just dropped down into the back instead of going into the top. So once I get rid of these, there we go. It should output everything straight into there. Then that stuff, there we go. And if I just break that, oh god. Go in. Go in. Sorry about this, guys. I kind of forgot that I have some sort of really weird lag that only happens when there's a shitload of items on the floor. But yeah, basically this is everything that's going to appear in here. And what I want to do is I want to be able to power the reactor. I want it to be completely self-sustaining. So if I leave the yellow focus in there, it's going to get a whole load of yellowite ore. And I want to be able to take that ore, smelt it, input it, and then take the output from this, wash it, and then put it back in as fuel. So I'm going to need that. I'm going to need one of you. You can come with me. Along with you. Oh. You don't wrench. Do you even wrench, bro? Apparently you don't. So the washing should be fairly simple. It's actually going to be extremely simple. We're just going to put the cyanide reprocessor there. I don't suppose it can... No, it can't draw energy from being close. Oh well. And this is going to be the designated outlet, which is going to pull the cyanide. There we go. I thought I'd just put one of those in there. There we go. Ignore redstone. We're going to need it to take red from that side, output green to that side, and take its water from underneath. And I think the easiest way of doing this is just going to be not a chest. So this is the fuel one. let's just see now. There's no waste in there right now. So if we just stick a hopper there, put a chest on top, and then tell it to ignore this, set that to output, and it should be outputting to the green. Yep, so it gets cyanite. So the cyanite gets created, automatically comes in, gets washed, automatically goes back into the fuel thing, and this is designated as the fuel one, so something goes in, it automatically goes into the fuel thing. Excellent. Do we have any yellorite? We do. Good. Right, sorry, I was just thinking what I'm going to do, and what I'm actually going to do first is recharge my jetpack. Where is my energetic infuser? Well, might as well put it somewhere where it can get enough power to be used efficiently. So, like right there. That's an aqueous accumulator. I wanted the energetic infuser. Right there. Turn off all these. Stick my jetpack in there. Right, we dump that and that. Some of these, need that, don't need those or that, and basically we're going to have this here because this actually counts as an inventory, and we're going to have a pneumatic servo on there. Oh yeah, it's being accessed, and the pneumatic servo is going to whitelist yellorite and uranium. Do we have any uranium yet? It's nether uranium. We do not yet. Okay. So this is going to whitelist those and automatically pull them out and take them to be ore processed. Ding. So what I'm going to want to do is run a power line from here. This will do over to this side, and of course this is where the ore processing and cyanide rewashing goes. So one of them needs to come right over here. I mean, the other one can probably just go in as easily, can't it? This thing does require power. Yeah, I thought so. I'm just going to put water in from the top. Fuck it. Oh, awesome! This is working. So we've got the fuel coming in, and the plutonium is going to be going out into there, out of the hot. Oh, sorry, hiccups. Oh god, more hiccups. Yeah, you can, instead of doing that, you can take water in the top. I like how it's not exactly a thermal expansion machine, but it functions exactly like one. Like even having the input outputs, which is one of the best things about the TE machines. So all we really need is an induction smelter being fed sand for the yellorite, and the best way of doing that is probably just take a barrel with like 500 stacks of sand, put it on top. Induction smelter just goes like right here. In fact, I have an induction smelter. I have a spare one. I have spares of many of my machines. Oh, my spare is actually active right now. Not exactly spare, but you get my point. So, not the aqueous, the induction smelter goes there. and it's going to get its power from underneath. It's going to output there, and its output is then just going to go dum 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 like that, and it's going to skip the hopper just because that looks ugly, and if the hopper fills up it still has somewhere to go like that. And then we just need that coming in. So if we set that side to be for the yellowite, and then the top should be purple, yeah, for the sand, and then just pop a hole there. Ooh, remember to activate your jetpack. And then we're just going to go along here. How much further? Oh, there we go. I like these two lines running in tandem. Hey. Come on. Gotcha, you sneaky little bastard. There we go. So that will put the yellowite in there. And then we just need power. Like that. Now, as for uranium, what do you do with the uranium? You pulverize it. So I actually want that on there. I always forget empty hand. And this is only gonna whitelist yellowite. So any yellowite in the system should be pulled out and put in there. So if we have yellowite, which we do, and we turn this to ignored, the yellowite should be pulled out. No. Whitelist, yellowite. Don't use anything else. Not pulling out. Interesting, I've done this before. Maybe it has to pull out at the top. It's definitely an item duct. What if it's blacklisted? Will it pull everything? No? Interesting. I might need literally just a chest sitting here. I really didn't want to do it like that because that's going to look terrible. But I might have to do it like this. So I'm going to need a filter on there. And this is only going to accept yellowite. And still no uranium. Damn it. Right, this is only going to accept waste. And this is going to blacklist. So now yellowite should no longer be able to get in there. There's no way of really putting it into the system to test that though, is there? That's another gold. That's not what we want. Yellowite. So the yellowite is coming in here and not in there. Right. So it's going to have to, for now, because apparently these can't interact with ME chests anymore, which is interesting. So this is just going to ignore and pull items, and then down the end of the line here we're going to have the induction smelter, and then we just need a pulverizer, redstone furnace, and another couple of item ducts. Pulverizer and redstone furnace, how appropriate. I knew there was a reason I had all these things just sitting and waiting. So if we stick that there, power them from underneath, like that, take the item ducts, there they are, almost, put those there, and I'm just going to have to go around. So I assume this one got filled with yellowite. Lovely. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tell you to take your input from the side, same as you, and put your output there, and your secondary output. Your secondary output can go up, and I'll just stick a barrel on top to catch everything else. And then this, need more servos. You know what? I can actually do this for now. Servo. If I put this on here, because I don't have any uranium yet, but I will get it. What I can do is I can just tell this to blacklist yellowite. So everything that is yellowite comes in here, because it's whitelisted. Everything that isn't yellowite comes in here. And the only two things that can come out of the chest will eventually be yellowite and uranium. I might clean this up, make it look a little nicer. But that's the basic idea. So the yellowite and uranium are going to come along. Uranium will get pulverized, cooked, and then output into yet more item ducts, like so. There we go. So yeah, the yellorium ingots will come out and be put in there, and then the yellorium from there will come out and get put in there. And we're going to end up with just like a barrel on top of that full of netherrack. And I am pretty damn happy with the way this worked out. I actually didn't have any of this extra stuff in mind, and I was just thinking to myself, I could have this thing be completely self-sufficient. How awesome would that be? And then I looked back at myself and I was just like, what are you doing? You can't look back at yourself. You don't have a mirror. Well, I probably do somewhere, but you know. Sorry, I was lost in thought. So, let's just get my saw and clean this up a little bit. So we're just going to want to cut some of these up into the thinnest possible. And then turn them, if you don't know about this by the way, hollow covers, which go right there, and it's not perfect on these pipes because I think they're designed for the other ones. I think they're designed for the redstone power cabling. Let's have a look. No, they're not even thick enough for power cabling. I don't know what they're designed for then. But yeah, they help you clean it up a little bit while still having a hole in there so that you can still have all your stuff actually transfer. And in fact, I want to put one. I'm going to have to go underneath for this, just to try and make this look a little nicer and not like it's got holes in it everywhere. I should be able to hit it from here. There. So it looks like the chest is actually sitting on something now. And one there. There we go. And now it's just a waiting game. So I just have to wait until I get something. And so, by the way, it looks like this is filling up extremely fast. But that is basically because each different item takes up about 100 bytes. And then each item of one that you already have in there takes up like 1 byte. So if you had one item in there, you could hold like 65,000 of that one item. But if you had 100 items, 64 items, then you can hold roughly 10,000 of each, something like that. But that has an awful lot of room left, so don't worry about that. And it is now a matter of waiting. And don't worry, I'm going to get everything else set up. I just need a barrel there, and my aqueous accumulator. Yes, the aqueous accumulator. I mean, shit, that thing could run on its own if it wanted. it does have the ability to absorb water out of the air, or condense it from the moisture, I believe is what they say. I have one water bucket, really? Actually, I need a proper wood block for this. Well, there we go. What I want to do is cut this down into these, and then I'm also going to need a couple of those, because I love it when you've got the water and you can't tell that it's being held there by something. So we're going to put that there, and that there, that one there, that one there, and then this is why we've got the tiny little corners to fill it in, and it's almost unnoticeable, and then you can put the water there. And then I'm just going to have a fluid duct come out the top of here, down into there, and now the only thing left to do is just check. Yeah, nothing came out when I broke that, so clearly all my fuel has actually been going in. And we are still running 26.1 K RF. A tick. A tick, people. So, yeah, I'm going to have to end this episode here. I'm probably going to get another whole laser set up and get it set up and running here for next time. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. There was a lot of really cool stuff going on, and this reactor, oh my god, this reactor. I love this reactor so much. I will see you next time. Peace out.